Welcome back. Folktails, Canyon Map, Update 6, Let's Play. This is episode 6. Where we last left our beavers is we had expanded out our farming over here, planting some wheat, getting some maple trees going, so that way eventually we can get maple pastries. But in the short term, we can get bread, and we've already got that rolling. This wound up being a perfect spot for it as we were able to connect into our power. We also went ahead and started adding some decorations over here. We're going to get some roofs built over here. That's going to help improve our well-being. Well-being, by the way, helps make your beavers more productive, lives longer, like all the good things. So doing those types of passive things like building roofs on buildings is really important. And we also kept growing our beaver population, especially because some bozo had this paused for a while, and so didn't realize our real lack of population up until very recently. So that posed a little bit of a challenge. So we're going to keep growing our population here. We've got 11 baby beavers at the moment, 4 open beds. I'm going to just real quick check. Yeah, I'm going to just pause one of these just temporarily here, just so that way we don't wind up with too big of a death wave. And I'll try to do my best to remember to turn that back on. I really do want to keep growing this population. Maybe try to get to about like 75, somewhere in that ballpark by the time that we're done. Maybe a little less than that, maybe closer to about like 65, but we'll see. Now, you might notice that I'm focusing my attention right here on our water source. And I'm going to try something. I have no idea if this is going to work. And there's also certainly going to be some that are going to look at this and say that I'm cheesing the game. And you know what? You're probably right. I probably am cheesing the game. But what I want to do is I want to set up kind of a self-contained badwater diversion setup right here. That one of the things that I've highlighted is with the height of these walls, trying to dynamite down and be able to offload the badwater is really going to be a challenge. And there isn't an easy way for me to be able to divert things on this map. Like if the primary water source was up here, there'd be an awful lot that I could do. But with it being down here, the map itself just doesn't really lend itself to being able to like normally move the bad water off. Now, where my colony is right now, or where our colony is right now, we can survive. Like we can now survive indefinitely. That I want to continue to grow. I want to continue to improve beaver happiness and all that good stuff. But if I just stopped and I just continued to run this, I think we could survive indefinitely. We might need like a little bit more water to survive some of the longer droughts, some of the longer badtides, but on the whole, we're going to be fine. So now what I want to do is to automate some of this. I want to go ahead and get rid of the bad water, and normally I would just go ahead and create a channel for that. Since I can't do that in this map, I'm going to try something. I have no idea whether or not this is going to work. I don't know if the Update 6 mechanics now are going to allow this or not, but we're going to see. So with that as a lead-in, that's a very long lead-in here. Let's talk about what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is right here is I'm going to build a set of sluices. And so these sluices are going to be responsible for allowing fresh water to continue down this river. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a set of platforms here, and I'm going to put some impenetrable floors on this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow an outlet over here on the side. So this is going to be another set of sluices like here, and I'll knock that down and over here. So we'll set up a second set of sluices over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to set this up so that when a bad tide comes, we'll shut these down, and then we will open these. And then over here, I'm going to set up a set of levees that will allow the water to push into here. And then I'm going to have it, hopefully, push back over the top of the platforms and then back out from whence it came. It's a little hard for me to describe what's going on in my brain here. This came to me when I couldn't fall asleep last night. And so I had to sit down and record this as fast as possible. So this is one of those where I can't diagram it real quick. If this works, I'm going to cut in and show you what the final result is. So that way we can all see where it is that we're going. And if it doesn't work, we'll adjust from there. I'm typically not one to save scum. So unless this is horrific, we're still going to see what the final results are. But this is going to be kind of my setup. So let's start to build this, and let's start to see what we can do. So let me go ahead and clean all of this up, and let's do that and that and that and that. Okay. So first things first is I know I'm going to need a stick of dynamite right there. And I think what I might do, I think I might go ahead and dynamite all of this as well. And maybe put my first set of, where are my sluices? Here. Oops. Nope. Let me rotate this. Oh, you won't let me build it because I still have that there. Okay. And then let me build my other set right here. Okay. And then I'm going to levy, and levy to here. And then I think I'm going to need one more level here. So let's do that. And then I'm going to get my platform. Oh, I can't build platforms right on that. Okay. Okay. I think that's going to be all right. Then in that case, let me get rid of that top layer because I'm not going to need that, I don't think. And let me instead get this set up like this, and let me get, where's the impenetrable floor? Where is it? Is it under landscaping? Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that and that and that and that. And then eventually I'm going to put another layer of on top of that. But I think I'm going to stop here for the moment because I just want to see if this is going to work. So let's stop there. And now let's create a path from which my beavers can get down there. What's going to be the fastest way to do this? I think it's just going to be this. All right. And let's see. And let's go like that and go like that. And we'll go like that. Okay. And then I'm also going to, even though I don't really need these, I'm going to levy all of that just to make it look a little better. And let's go ahead and do this. And then I'm also going to need to dynamite through here. Okay. All right. I have no idea if any of this is about to work. But we're going to find out. We're all going to find out together here. And we will we'll let this run. I'm going to let this run on 3 speed here, and I'm going to get a sip of water in the meantime here. All right. And by the way, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you think this is going to work. Let me know in the comments if you think this isn't going to work. Let me know if you think this is cheesing it. Let me know if you think this is cheesing it too much. Not enough. If you think this is acceptable, definitely let me know all of that in the comments. Okay. How much are these impenetrable floors? Just 1 metal block. Okay, good. And how are my metal blocks looking? We've got 3 of those. All we need for that is just gears. These require a fair amount of metal blocks. Okay. So to make this go a little faster, we're definitely going to need some additional processing for metal. Let's see. I know that... Yeah, we really need to get some more beavers going. Let's see, how young are our baby beavers here? Oh, we're looking good. 2 empty beds, yeah. Let's just go ahead and turn that on. Yeah, because if I can start to bump this population up, and in fact, while we're at it, let me hit play on this. If I can bump this population up, that's going to allow us to just start moving stuff that much faster around the map. That our lack of haulers is really slowing things down right now. It is extremely detrimental to everything that we're trying to do. That, you know, if I open this up, we're getting productivity of like 60 and 59, 54. And that's just not good. And all of that's because of our lack of haulers. See, this is what I was talking about. There's our, oh no, that's not our death wave. That's just because this opened up. I don't want that. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So while that's doing its thing, trying to think of what else I could be doing in the meantime to keep things moving. Let me get some power here. There we go. This is always one of those downsides to recording this game the way that I do, which is I just play the game and then, you know, I'll do maybe like a little bit of light editing and then post it, is you wind up in these situations here where I just need the game to advance, that I just need things to go a little bit faster, so that way we can start doing the cool stuff. I'm going to go ahead and pause our windmill construction for right now. because I think we're okay there. And let's start getting some building going out here. Rather than using our planks on, you know, important stuff like energy. Let's use it for flights of fancy, like all of this. I am so curious to see if this is going to work. I am so curious to see if that's going to work. All right. In the interim, let me also, all of that's already down priority. Okay, good, good, good. I am going to do one other thing real quick. I wanted to get a little bit of irrigation down here because right now, whenever we get a drought, we're losing all of our sunflowers, and these take 5 days to grow. So I'd rather not keep losing our sunflowers over and over again. So I'm going to do a little bit of just irrigation. I'm just going to demolish that, and let's see. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just demolish that, and then let's come in here with some dynamite. There we go. And let's prioritize this. There we go. And then I'm also going to get a contamination barrier. And I'm going to put that here. No, actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to dynamite this as well. There we go. And then I'm going to put a sluice right here to act as my meter. And then I'm going to get a contamination barrier here and here. And that will then prevent any potential infection that we might wind up getting from our bad tide, just in case the solution that we are currently working on doesn't work. All right, and let's put that in, and let's set this to close above contamination of, and I'm going to make this 1%. There we go. And now contamination barrier, and then let's go ahead and go like that. And let's see, how are we doing on our plank production? We're doing all right. So I'm going to prioritize this, and I'm going to prioritize all of this. So then that way I can get the farmhouse built again, and then we'll have our little bit of irrigation set up to protect our sunflowers. Beautiful. All right, now how are we doing over here? We've got the initial set of dynamite set up. Let me detonate the corner there. And let's get this one here. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make things go a little faster, because I know I'm going to need a lot of logs over there. Decent amount of planks, but really, like, each one of those is 12 logs. So I'm going to need a lot of logs. Let me help things out. Let me just create like a couple of small piles here set these to obtain logs, and that will allow that to go that much faster. And we do have, even though this isn't getting water yet, we do have water on the way for our beavers coming back, even though we don't have any there at the moment. Yeah, because we don't have any haulers. We got one, Reggie. Reggie is the MVP here. All right. Let me see. What's our beaver age at the moment? Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and unpause that, and let's pause that. And maybe that one. Yeah, let's just go like that for a moment. And then once those beds are full, then we'll go ahead and start to unpause and unpause. I've got 4 injured beavers and only 3 beds. I've got 5. Let's get some medical beds. Let's see, where do I want to put them? Let's put them up here. And let's prioritize all of those. Again, I have a hotkey for it. That way we can get all of those built. And let's keep an eye back on this project over here. We're starting to get our levees already set up. Let's prioritize that, both of those. That way we can get our logs set up as quick as possible here. And then there's all of our sluices. How are these looking? I'm really curious if this is going to work. I also really hope we don't get a bad tide, because I might wind up having to dip into the water to make this work, and I don't want to wind up risking any infected beavers. Cool. Excellent. We are getting so much closer now. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Beautiful. I really love the look of these roofs right here. I also, I will typically make, whenever I'm making this setup here of my triple lodges, I'll usually make them about double in length, and I just didn't have the space here when I put this together originally in this map. But I really like the way that this looks. You know, having those nice little roofs, and then having the campfire right here, and then we've got our little lamp and our little shrub. I think that looks pretty decent, if I say so myself. And we've got all of our logs over here. While I'm kind of waiting, I'm just going to make sure that we've got all of that set to cut, and we do. All right. All of this is looking really, really good. Oh, sure. I'm going to need to get down to there. Okay. There we go. I'm going to need to prioritize that. This is already not a good sign. You'll notice that this is flowing above. Oh, you know why? Because this is... Oh, okay, I see what's happening. All right, so I'm just going to leave this open always, regardless. Oh, that's a weird... I really hope they update this animation. But that's a weird way to demonstrate that this is fully open, fully closed. Okay, so that is now fully open. This is good. So we are going to be okay. All right, this isn't overflowing. It was just that these were closed because this was too high. Yeah, you'll notice our stream depth here is at 0.68. So, all righty. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Bad tide. Oh. All right, we're gonna have to be really careful about construction here. Although it looks like everything is flowing, so I might risk it. I might risk it. We'll see. I really hope I don't wind up. Infected beavers isn't the end of the world. It's just one of those things that's annoying. That's all. All right. How's our baby beavers looking? Looking good. Let's go ahead and... where am I? Down here. Let's go ahead and unpause this. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let me just pause real quick. And let's get housing. And let's just finish this out finally. Only took till episode 6 to get this done. Hold on one sec. I don't know why I was saying hold on. I had to turn off my air conditioner. Every now and then my air conditioner gets really loud. I don't know if the mic picks it up or not, but yeah. And let's prioritize that. Let's just get that built as fast as possible. And I think we're now at a point where we're going to be okay with larger amounts of baby beavers. And let me also decoration. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So far, all that's looking okay. Getting the logs that we need. Did we already... Okay, we still haven't yet on these. You know what? In that case, let me empty this and let's swap that out for planks instead. Okay. If you haven't seen this, this took me forever to actually spot. But what this allows you to do is it allows you to move down levels. So that way, when you're building multiple layers, you can actually move up and down the map to be able to see how far down you're going. Which, by the way, one of the things I've now just discovered, oh, we can go down another level yet. Okay. So I'll be curious to see how far down we can go in the map. But yeah, pretty cool. That is all looking really, really good. All of those are looking fantastic. And let me just prioritize that one spot right there. All right, bad tide started. let's see, 4 days. We need about 200 water a day plus what we were pumping. We're going to be okay on water, so we're not worried about that. Oh no. Oh, shucks. Yeah, this is going to wind up. Yeah, this was not built fast enough, and it's going to be too late now. Ah, that's really really disappointing. Oh, can we just finish this? We've got all the supplies. Well, the answer is yes, but day late, dollar short, and all that good stuff. Oh, well. So we're going to lose our sunflowers again. We've got... we managed to save three sunflowers. Wonderful. All right. We did build that down there. Let's go ahead and get our farmhouse back. There we go. Oh, that is so funny. Oh, well. Okay. And then the other big thing I'm going to need to do, I'm not going to do this today, but I will need to get some irrigation coming down through here at some point. And I think what I'm going to do is just run this under the paths. And I think my setup is going to be okay or is going to be set up well enough that I'll be able to do that. But let's go back over here and let's just see. I'm going to speed this back up again. Everything is flowing. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do a little detonation. And let's do a little more detonation. And then I want my sluices. I can't do that until all of those are done. So let's get those prioritized. Okay. Detonate all of that. Platform this. My impenetrable floor. There. Actually, I didn't need to detonate that corner. Oh well. Let me just put a levee there. And just to make sure, I don't think I'll actually need that on top of that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's get an impenetrable floor. And then let's get my sluices here, here, and here. And for the time being, let's just close them. Okay. And so far, so good. On all of our water. All right. We're getting there. We are getting there. I'm just going to look at all of this real quick. All of that looks fine. We are finally getting to a point where now we've got all of our haulers back. And here's a great lesson in the importance of haulers. Now what we're going to notice, look at this productivity. 96%, 96%, 97%, 95%. And all of that's because of the fact that we have haulers. 0% because we're not using paper right now. We'll start making books at some point, but in the interim, you know what else I'm going to do? Since now we've got the planks, let me go ahead and unpause both of those. Okay. All right. I'm so curious if this is going to work. I know I've said that a couple of times already, but I am. We're getting there. What do we need? Just another builder. Metal blocks and metal blocks. Okay, this is going to be another couple of days yet. Let's see. There we go. Now this is back in running, and now we've got our sunflower seeds coming back to life here. And hopefully, once this gets self-contained, I'll be able to clean up all of those extra contamination barriers. Hopefully. Oh, that's funny. I suppose since this is considered a 2-unit item, Beaver could actually stand right here and still be able to build that. All right. We're almost there. I probably don't need the impenetrable floors on top of these, but I'm going to do it anyway, just in case. Since it's only just the one metal block to do it, I figure why not? Let's see. Four metal blocks. Once I get this built, this is going to mark the end of the episode, but I want to get this built, and then I'm going to test it with fresh water. Now, in theory, the physics on freshwater should behave the same as it does for badwater. So in theory, once I test this with freshwater, it should work fine with badwater. But we're not going to know until we get another bad tide. And I'm not going to make this episode that long that we would need bad tides. Oh, wow. Oh, we're out of logs. Yee. Boy, we couldn't have done that any better. In fact, let's go ahead and just demolish this small pile, and let's go ahead and empty this since I don't need at the moment. Oh, well, I'm going to want one back eventually because there's still going to wind up being more stuff that I'll need to do over here. All right, impermeable floor. Okay, and then all of this is built. Let me demolish that. And then let's make sure impermeable floor. All right. I'm going to wait till daylight here, and then we're going to test this, and we're going to see if this is going to work. So in theory, what I should be able to do is to open these and close these. And what will happen is the water will then flow up and over like this, and then back out from whence it came. In theory, that's what should happen. Now, what I don't know, because we are on the same level as the water source, if there's a mechanic on the water source that's going to block it, I don't know if I'm going to have to make this go another level higher or what I might have to do. And if I do have to go a level higher, we're going to do that in the next episode. I'm not going to make the episode that long because right now we've got a log shortage. And so to levy all of this would wind up taking 4 times, what is that, 6? So 24 times 12, 200 and something, 288, I think, somewhere in that ballpark, but 288 logs. And then I'd also need this up a level, and then I would need here, and I would need, yeah. So it would take a lot of logs, and I'm not going to do that this episode. All right, it is daytime. Let's slow this down to 1 speed. And moment of truth. Let's open this, and let's close this. And now, let's see what happens. Is this going to flow right back out? No. Okay. I'm going to pause the game. I thought I was so clever. Yeah, we're going to have to dynamite. I thought I was so clever. I really did. But we're going to have to dynamite this to allow it to go off to the side. That apparently we cannot push back off the map right from whence we came. Wah wah. That's really disappointing. Yeah. Because this is already at like a level above. And if I keep letting this run, it's going to keep going up and up and up. Yeah, I think what I might do real quick off camera is I think I might go ahead and run it so that I've got another layer here and see if that will work. And then if that doesn't, at the very least, if nothing else, then I've got the initial setup for this, that what I can then do is just start blasting, and then I'll just create some stairs up here and then just blast my way down and finish it out that way. So that's a little disappointing. All right. Well, if you made it this far to see if this will work, sometimes life is disappointment, but I hope you still enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, share, do all the things. If you want to really support the channel, I'm doing a fundraiser for American Cancer Society. You can hit the link in the description below, $10, and I'll put your name into the game. And with that, I'm going to put a wrap on this, and I will see you in the next episode where we'll figure out what happens from here. Yeah, we'll see.